here. Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Before we get underway with the recap of the overall markets and some individual stocks, I want to say if this is your very first time tuning in, if you are a very first time listener, your first time listening to a ShortMeTina video, I'd like to say welcome. Do us a solid comment in the comment section. Let us know your name. If you're returning, you know what I'm going to say. You are my lifeline. Thank you. I know you can be listening to so many other folks, but you choose to tune in daily here with us. It means a lot. So let's kick it off. I wanna start off with our mission statement because it's super important. Like, this really is the foundation for everything that we do here at ShortMeTina. So I'm gonna make it really quick. I'm gonna read it. Our mission is to build a powerhouse of successful traders and help you find more winners, right? That's what we do. That is our mission. Ultimately, if you win, if you succeed, that means that we're doing something right. With that, I want to ask you, help me out. How can I help you? What is your biggest, right? Like the largest, right? Biggest is in big, bold letters. What is your biggest frustration in reaching your trading goals? Let me know, because that way I can help you. What is your biggest frustration in reaching your trading goals? Comment in the comment section, and it's not going to go away. It's going to haunt you, but I still want to know, what are the 3 pillars of successful trading, right? So I broke it down into 3. I'll give you a hint. I call it, by no means is this unique to me, I call it the 3 M's, right? 3 M's. M1, M2, M3. What are the 3 M's? The pillars of successful trading. I'll give you a hint. Number 1 is methodology, right? 3 M's. Number 1 is methodology. You need a method. If you don't have a method, chances are you're not making money in the market. What is your number 1? One of the pillars, method. What are the other 2? I just gave you a hint. I'm going to be doing a video soon, like I said, before June, outlining what the 3 pillars are of successful trading. I already gave you one. Number 1 is methodology. What's number 2 and what's number 3? So 3 M's. M number 1, again, is method. So that's it. Let's start with a recap of the overall markets. All right, what you're looking at right now is the SPY, the S&P 500 daily chart dating back to 2017. If you're returning, you know exactly what I'm going to say. If you're new, this is going to be new information. For me, the SPY has been trading within a channel, right, which is a range, a well-defined range for the past 2 years, dating back to 2017. The lower end of that range, we can call that support, comes in at around 260. The upper end of that range, we can call that resistance, comes in at 280. The SPY again has cycled through this range with a few quote-unquote hiccups. We call them springs. We had a spring here, spring here, spring here, and most recently a spring here. So for me, 280, once acting as resistance again, we can call that fierce resistance because it took a while for the market to actually penetrate. It tried so many times within the past 2 years and it failed the majority of those times. It only penetrated, this is the 3rd time, right? Let's lump them. We can say attempt number 1, attempt number 2, attempt number 3. And these were the only successful attempts in 2 years. The other attempts have failed. Look, we tried around here in February of 2018, we failed. March of 2018, got to resistance, we failed. June of 2018, we failed. October, failed. November, failed. December, failed. To an extent, beginning of March, failed. And we finally broke through towards the ending of March. We finally got above that 280 to 282 level, right? And said when we moved through that level, right, seems like buyers stepped in, drove the market to all-time highs, topped out at around 294.95, and we have since pulled back. That resistance level of 280, as we can see here, these last few trading days, is now acting as support, right? Meaning, for this rally to continue, we shouldn't dip too much below 280. We've tested that level and we've held it fairly well, right? Despite this pullback, we tested this level on May 13th. Which is, I believe it was this week, or was it late last week? This week, right? Got as low as 279.93, right on that 280 support line. We bounced. In the subsequent days, with the exception of today, we tested that 280 level, right? We went as low as 281 on Tuesday, I believe, and we went as low again as 281 on Wednesday. All three times, we've managed to rally. So we're sitting here at 287.68. Does that mean that everything is well and done? No, but the more times that we actually hold that support level, that bodes well for us. So that's all I'm really paying attention to, is that 280 to 282 level. As long as we can hold above there, things should be good. What else? And then we have the IWM daily chart. So what I'm paying attention to with the small cap, and the reason that I analyze again the SPY and the small cap index, is my philosophy is, again, it's not new to me, overall markets first, individual stocks second. I need to know what the overall markets is doing first, and that should dictate the positions that I take. So let's say, for example, in October, or most recently when the market is having huge pullbacks, right? Those are the situations where you might want to either be in cash or you want to be short the market, right? When the market is pulling back, it makes no sense to be putting on a lot of longs. Equally or conversely, when the market is rallying, it almost makes no sense to be short, right? Because the market is showing strength. And if the market is showing strength, what's underneath the hood, which would be individual stocks, should be showing strengths as well. So I usually always make sure that I'm looking at the overall markets first, hence why I analyze the SPY and the IWM on all my videos, because again, that's going to set the tone for what I will have in my portfolio in terms of being net long, net short, okay? Hope that makes sense. So IWM, I analyze this because I do trade small cap stocks as well. Closed at 155.04. So 150 support for the IWM continues to hold as long as, so with the IWM, unlike the SPY, I'm paying attention to two levels. With the IWM, I'm paying attention to support here of 150. I'm also paying attention to resistance of 160, right? Going back to October, we've had tremendous difficulties in surpassing that level. You can see that just by looking at the chart, right? There's really no overhead dating back to October, right? We see all this overhead here, right? We were trading outside of 160, but since October, we haven't really traded in this area, hence why it's white and clear. There's been no activity up there, so that's new territory. That's why I'm paying attention to that level. We tried twice, getting as high and even closing above 160, but we eventually or subsequently fell back. So for me, that's a really strong level. So the minute we can actually penetrate that with confirming volume, that tells me that the bulls are really charging back. Hence why I'm paying attention really to that level, okay? Hope that makes sense. What else? And then we have Zynga up marginally on the day, closed at 623. Again, making 52-week highs, going as high as 631 today. Again, that 630, 628 area is acting as multi-year resistance. Again, similar to the IWM, look, there's no trading activity in that area dating back to 2012. So that's about 7 years of Zynga trading underneath $6.30. So right now we're testing that levels, and you know what I say, the more often a level is tested, the likelihood of it breaking increases. So for the past few days, we've tested 628. We actually broke through today, going as high as 631, but we couldn't hold. We pulled back, closed at 623. So just based on the chart, like I've indicated before, I'm still very much so bullish on ticker ZNGA Zynga. I just needed to get above that 630 level and hold. If it can do that with, again, always want to pay attention to volume. With confirming volume, I see $8 in the card, still potential of $2 of upside. I think we can reach that in 2019 unless we have a bear market or a correction. If we have a bull market, $8 for Zynga. So keep it on your radar, keep it on your watch list. We entered this trade in the low to mid threes. We're rolling in, pyramiding into this trade. I like it. What else? All right, ticker ACB. Simplify your trading, right? I spoke about in the beginning of the video, I asked you that question. Well, two things, actually several things. I said, well, one, what is your biggest frustration or struggles in trading? Let me know in the comment section. And then two, I asked you, foundationally, I think that there are three pillars, right? Three branches that you need in order to be a successful trader, right? You can't have one and not the other two. You can't have two and not one. You need all three. And the first one, right? And they all start with the letter M, right? And the first one I gave you not a hint, I actually told you, right? The first one is methodology, right? Your method, your system, your plan, right? If you don't have a method, a system, a plan, you're not making money in the stock market. So if you're failing and you're listening to this video, take pen to paper, because I have my plan. My members have their plan, right? So take pen to paper and write down, what is my plan and what is my approach to the stock market? Through these videos, I hint to you some of mine, one of which is I stick within my realm of competency, meaning I'm not going to trade in areas that I don't understand. One of the areas in which I love to trade, you should know this by now if you're a regular viewer, or a pattern I like to trade, is the channel, right? I know how to trade channels. I like to trade them. And that is a part of my system, right? I'm not going to trade, for example, Elliott waves or any other thing like that, because I don't understand them. What I understand is a couple of patterns. I think I trade about 10 of them. Channels are one of them, right? That's one. That's a part of my methodology. Another one that I talked about is chasing. I do not chase stocks. That's a part of my system. It's a part of my methodology, right? So ACB is highlighted here, up about 2.4% on the day, closed at $8.89. I bring up system methodologies because this was actually a trade we recently took when the markets was correcting in the premium member community, and immediately we went into profit in this trade. We're up, and think about 10% on the trade. I understand channels, right? When it broke out, did I take the trade? No, I saw the trade run away from me, and I waited from March, actually probably longer than that. I waited a few weeks, a few months to get into the trade. Finally, because it fit my system, right? Fit my methodology, came into my buy zone. I understand how to trade these types of patterns. Got the trade, we're up positively. So I like ticker ACB. Keep a watch out on it. What else? And then we have ticker CRON, again up marginally on the day, closed at $15.18. Full disclaimer, we went long back in August when the stock was trading at around low to mid fives. Another channel that I traded, see the theme? I like to trade channels, and so when I see them, I trade them. I'm not going to try to trade, for example, I don't know, give me just anything you can think of. Moving averages are good, but I don't really trade them either. So I'm not going to trade something I don't understand. I'm going to trade something I understand, which is channel. Hence why when I talk about the trades that we've taken in the premium member community, those winning trades that have given us 10, 15, 20, sometimes 100% in gains, they're typically channels, right? I would say that 30% of my trades are channels because I understand them. I've seen them. I, for the most part, understand how they operate. At any rate, this is also another channel, hence why we took it around low to mid fives. Saw the stock going up to 25s, pulling back. Again, at 5:15.18, still a little bit too rich for my blood. The question I'm asking myself right now, was the most recent low of 13.90 the bottom? I'm not sure yet, but I'm paying attention. Still too rich. I'm looking to re-enter, but not here. What else? And let's wrap it up and round it out with ticker JD. Daily chart dating back to, let me move this, daily chart dating back to 2014 when the stock IPO'd. Another trade we took in the premium member community. This is another channel. We got into this trade around here when the stock dipped to the lower end of that channel support. We bought that at around 1920. Do you see the theme here? Zynga traded in the channel. We bought that. ACB traded in the channel. We bought that. CRON channel. JD channel. Back to my first question, bringing it full circle. The three pillars of successful trading. Number one, they all start with M. The first M is methodology, right? You can't have one of the M's but not the other two. You need all three. The first one is methodology. What is your system? What is your roadmap? How do you approach the stock market? For me, I have a list of things. One of them is trading patterns you understand, operating in my realm and scope of competency. What is that? That's channels, hence why a lot of my winning trades tend to be channels, because I am competent in trading them. So JD, stock trading within a channel, got to the lower end of that range. How I trade a channel is when it gets to that lower end support, you buy. I bought it $19 or $20, saw the stock pop up, sitting here at around $30. That's a nice move, right? That's about do the math. That's like a 10, 11 point move on this trade, and I still don't think it's finished. The upper end of that channel, we can call it resistance. That's when I think things might get a little bit rocky for ticker JD. So sitting here at $30.46, I still think that there's potential of about 5 points of upside left. So still bullish on ticker JD. So again, we're going to round it out. We're going to cap it there. I have a couple of things. Tomorrow is Friday. Great TGIF. Expect the video in the morning and not the afternoon. I have some things to do, so I won't be able to record the videos after market close. So I'm going to record it before market opens. Just want to let you know that. So that's it. Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, I'd like for you to do 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comment section. I asked several questions, right? What are the 3 pillars of successful trading? We already know the first one is methodology, which is your roadmap, your guide to the markets. If you don't have a system, you don't have a method, chances are you're losing. So tonight, if you want to be a successful trader, take pen to paper. Start writing out what your rules are. What is your system? Where is your level and realm of competency? Because it's going to help you. It's going to serve you in the market. So comment in the comment section. What do you think the other 2 pillars are? That's the first thing. The second thing is, again, to my mission, our mission. We want to turn you into a successful trader. We really want to do that. We need your help to do that. I can't do it alone. We cannot do it alone. Comment in the comment section. What is your biggest frustration with trading? What is your biggest frustration? Let me know. Okay? Second thing. If you enjoyed this video, I do daily recaps Monday through Friday. If you want to hear this all the time and be notified, then head on over to our YouTube page at ShortMeTina. You hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. When I upload a video, no matter the time, like tomorrow, it's going to be in the morning, you will be notified, hey, Tina just uploaded a video. Go and watch it, right? Engage, comment, like it, so you'll know. And lastly, I've been trading for 15 years. I've gone through the trenches. I've made it out alive. Still up year to date about double digits. So despite all this crazy market volatility, I'm still able to make money. And part of it, right, in part has to do with I have those 3 pillars, right? Took me a long time to get there. I don't want you to take as long as I did. You don't need to take 5, 6, 8, 10 years to get there. Get there quick, right? So you understand? So I already told you the first pillar, right? Right? First pillar. What is that? The first pillar is methodology. What's your system? Anyway, let me know what you think the other 2 pillars are. But to what I indicated, I've been trading for over 15 years. So if you think you can learn anything from me, I'm going to call myself a stock market veteran. Then head on over to ShortMeTina.com, sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and